next to her, we have Wavinya Ndeti, who will be running on a Wiper Party ticket, former Chief Administrative Secretary in the Ministry of Transport, Infrastructure, Housing and Urban Development, as well as a former MP for Kadiani, first woman to be elected as MP in Machakos since independence. She also served as Assistant Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports. So much, Rose. Honorable Ndeti, you are no stranger to politics in Machakos. Why would you want to take the helm of the county?
First, I've been born and brought up in Machakos. I understand and I know the issues of Machakos very well. I'm just a village girl from Machakos. I know the problems of Machakos. I know what our parents have been going through, our grandmothers, our brothers and sisters. I understand very well. And remember, I vied for the seat of governor in 2013 and 2017. I've been in most of the wards, most of the villages, so I really understand the issues that our people are going through. Some of them, when I was a member of parliament for Kadiani, I tried to help as much as I could. Yeah? Even being the CS for transport, I also tried to help as much as I could, but with the little resources that I had. I understand our people, I know their problems, and if I work with them, I am sure we can uplift ourselves from the poverty that we are in now in Machakos County. And especially, food security is a big problem for our people.
Bi Wavinya, umewasikiza wenzako vile wamesema. Njoka amesema yeye kile ambacho anakipa kipaumbele ni afya. Rose amesema ni masuala ya chakula. Wewe?
I have 4 things, 4 or 5 things.
Labda unaweza kutuambia kile kimoja ambacho unakipa kipaumbele.
Cha kwanza ni hospitali na madawa. Tuko na shida mingi ya hospitali na madawa. Hospitali zetu nyingi hazina madawa. Watu wetu wanataabika. Wengine wanakuja mpaka hapa Kenyatta National Hospital. It is very expensive for them. Na inabidi hata saa nyingine mtu akifa hapa hospitali Kenyatta, inakuwa ngumu sana kumpeleka nyumbani. Sisi tuko hapa Nairobi ndio tunapata shida kwanza kutafuta pesa ya kurudisha watu wetu nyumbani. Kwa hivyo ni kuhakikisha mahospitali yote, kila sub location ninaweka dispensary. Kila ward ninaweka level 3 hospital ikiwa na vitanda vya kulala. Yeah? Even women should give birth kwa wards zao. Na kama ni magonjwa madogo kama malaria, sukari, nini, wacha watibiwe huko kwa ward. Na then kila sub county ni hakikishe level 4 hospitals zetu zote, they are very well equipped na ziko na madawa na madaktari wa kutosha. Level 5 YETU ile iko Machakos, I want to work on it and make it like Kenyatta National Hospital, a teaching and referral hospital, where I can even have a private wing, which can also generate income for the Machakos people and the hospitals down there. And I'll make sure that the money that comes from the hospitals is plowed back to the hospitals. The other thing, our doctors, we need to audit their skills and how long they have been working. Some of them have worked there for a long time. They're still on the same salary. There are no increments on their salaries. Even the nurses, all the staffs in the hospitals need to be looked at. Their salaries need to be looked at. Okay. And we need to see how really we can pay them according to their skills and their work experience that they have had. That is very key for me in Machakos County, but I have other things that I would want to initiate within 100 days. If you give me an opportunity, I'll be able to explain myself.
Thank you.
When you look at the pilot program UHC that was implemented in Machakos, it was one of the counties that had the privilege of at least taking that program through. Honorable Ndeti, how different would you have implemented that program, or how would you take it forward, say for instance if you are elected governor?
First of all, I want to go back to the getting services closer to the people. It is very important to get services closer to the people. In most of our areas, you have people dying of snake bites because taking them to the other hospitals are very far. I did this when I was a member of parliament for Kadiani. In every sub-location, I built a dispensary. In most of the wards, I started a health center. And this meant bringing services closer to the people. If only, like for example in Kadiani, because the facilities are there, if only it was implemented properly, some of the problems that we have today, especially in that area, would not be there. Whatever is implemented needs to be implemented according to the people's needs, not what you think. And I'm saying also working, you see, if you don't work in collaboration with the national government and give the needs of your people, you'll end up getting what you don't need. So when some of these projects, when the national government was planning about some of these projects, I'm sure the county governments were involved. Did they not have the needs and the requirements of their people? It is very important to get involved. So I just want to assure the people of Machakos, apart from plowing money, we have 3 sources of funds. We have funds from the donors, we have funds from the national government, and we have the funds that we collect locally. There are a lot of loopholes on the monies that we collect locally. If only we did collection of funds efficiently and effectively, in fact, digitizing it, some of these problems you're having in the hospitals will not have them.
So do you feel UHC was not effective?
You cannot. It was effective to a certain extent. But what I am saying, if the county governments got involved, you know, you have to start with something from A to Z. If you don't start from A to Z, people just think for you and give you what you want. And that's, I want to assure the people of Machakos, I, Wavinya, and my government will not do what we want. We will look at the needs of our people and their requirements and make sure that we satisfy them.
Bi Wavinya, katika mahojiano ya awali ulitaja kwamba masuala ya kuchimba visima lazima yule ambaye anafanya hivyo awe makini sana ili asije akaharibu mazingira. Je, wewe utahakikisha vipi kwamba wakazi wa Machakos wanapata maji?
Kabla sijajibu hiyo, kuna kitu kimoja ningependa kujibu. Number 1, we must look at Machakos County as a business entity. Not just to get money from national government or from donors. What are we going to do, we as Machakos County, to generate our own income so that we do not keep on complaining that there are lack of funds in Machakos County? Now, when we come to water, I've got experience. I've done it in Kadhiani. I've got dams in Kadhiani and Mavoko, and even treatment plants. When I was area member of parliament, in Kadhiani, there's a dam that was started by General Mulinge. It got in a lot of silt, so I desilted it and expanded the treatment plant. When I started, it was just giving water to about 8,000 people. By the time I was leaving Kadhiani as a member of parliament, more than 48,000 households were getting water. The water that is being drunk in Athi River, that is part of my work when I was area member of parliament. So working and bringing water to the people is a job that I know, and I will do it very well. There's also a Belgium project that we started when I was a member of parliament, for the East African Portland and the KMC Dam. What I want to assure the people of Machakos, yes, I am going to have a mega dam in every ward and make sure that I have a treatment plant to make sure that they get clean water. About boreholes, we have to be very careful because of the water table. The water table in Machakos County is going low and low every day. And not Machakos County also. Even here in Nairobi, you have one person has a borehole here, the other one has there. Okay. What happens to the water table? The water table goes down. And it goes down, number one, we are not harvesting water. We need to harvest water through the dams. We need to put weirs in the rivers. When we put weirs in the rivers,
Honorable
then
Ndeti,
the
your
sand,
time is up.
the sand holds water. The sand holds water for our people. And by holding water, also that brings up the water table.
Honorable Ndeti, let me come to you. A question here from James saying, we as Machakos people need a leader who will focus on Machakos County as a whole, but not concentrating on only Machakos town. For instance, the Governor Mutua built a White House which costed millions, but we could have used that money in drilling water and supporting education. Basically talking about misplaced priorities from the last regime. How different will yours be?
Before I get into that, I want to say, if there's anyone who understands the water system in Machakos, we have had dams, what being talked about. You cannot pull water from Yatta, from Masinga, and bring it to Yatta or Mwala, because there is a dam that is the government is already, the national government, there's a dam that is already being built in Masinga, in Yatta. The only problem that we are having, there's a court case. So we need to finish the court case so that we can have the dam. It's a mega dam in Mwala through Athi Waterworks. Once we clear that, we are able to give water to Yatta people. If we go to Machakos, there's a dam that already the case court is finished. That dam is just a compensation of the people who are living around the area to be compensated, and then the work starts. So that is already done. And when we are talking about here, if there is anyone who has experience, who has done things and they have been seen on the ground, it is me, because the experience is there. Yes, we can have good manifestos, but where have you implemented any projects that to be seen, that you can, that are tangible, that can be seen? I've worked in the national government also. I was the CAS for transport, infrastructure, housing, shipping and maritime. Okay, I supervised most of the government works in public works. And my work was to ensure that government projects are finished on time and within the budget. And I can assure you, within the time that I was the CAS for transport, we delivered with my minister, Macharia. And that is why you're even seeing the president commissioning most of the roads now. What I want to assure the people of Machakos, the money that comes to Machakos County, I am going to divide it equally according to the wards. No. Each ward will get their money, and that money will work on their projects. No. Yeah, because if we don't divide the resources equally, then that is why you see other places.
Your time is up, Honorable Ndeti.
That's why you see other places being neglected.